Bosnian federal forces mobilize against Republic of Srpska. In a shocking escalation of internal tensions, Bosnia and Herzegovina has officially ordered the mobilization of its armed forces, including drone units and air support, with the explicit intent to invade the entity of Republic of Srpska. The government in Sarajevo cites the need to restore full constitutional order and dismantle separatist structures as the primary justification. Military convoys have been spotted moving towards the inter-entity boundary line, causing panic in Banja Luka. International observers warn that this unilateral action could ignite a broader civil war in the Balkans, potentially drawing in neighboring Serbia and Croatia. Republic of Srpska declares state of war. Following the aggressive mobilization by Sarajevo, the leadership of Republic of Srpska has formally declared a state of war, characterizing the Bosnian government's actions as an existential threat to the Serb people. Emergency conscription orders have been issued, and militia units are digging in along the boundary lines. The entity's leadership has appealed to Belgrade for immediate military intervention, invoking historical ties and ethnic solidarity. Skirmishes have already broken out near Bosnia, marking the bloody beginning of a renewed Bosnian conflict. Battle of the inter-entity boundary. Heavy fighting has engulfed the central corridors of Bosnia, as Bosnia and Herzegovina launches its full-scale invasion. Drone strikes have targeted Republika Srpska's command centers, while federal armor pushes into contested territories. The city of Bosnia has become a kill zone, with urban warfare raging block by block. Civilian casualties are mounting rapidly, and images of destruction are sparking outrage across the Balkans. The conflict threatens to spiral out of control, as ethnic tensions reignite throughout the region. NATO issues warning over Balkan escalation. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization has issued an urgent statement calling for an immediate cessation of hostilities in Bosnia, warning that the conflict poses a direct threat to regional stability. While stopping short of committing ground troops, NATO has placed rapid reaction forces in Croatia and Italy on high alert. The alliance emphasized that any spillover into member states would be met with decisive force. Meanwhile, Russia has condemned the Bosnian government's aggression, hinting at potential support for Republic of Srpska if the genocide continues. Fall of Pale and federal advance. Federal troops of Bosnia and Herzegovina have captured the strategic town of Pale, effectively cutting off Republic of Srpska's eastern supply lines. The victory was secured through coordinated drone assaults and armoured thrusts that overwhelmed the beleaguered defenders. Morale within the RS forces is crumbling as reports of desertions surface daily. The Bosnian government declares this a turning point in the Operation Unity campaign, vowing to liberate all remaining territories regardless of international pressure. Serbian troops mass on Bosnian border, citing the humanitarian catastrophe and the plight of ethnic Serbs. The Serbian government has begun massing heavy armour and infantry divisions along the border with Bosnia. Tanks and artillery pieces are visible from satellite imagery, creating a palpable tension in the Drina Valley. Belgrade warns that it will not stand idle if the extermination of Republika Srpska continues. The move raises the terrifying possibility of a direct interstate war between Serbia and Bosnia, which could drag in Croatia and other regional powers. Collapse of Republika Srpska command. The military command structure of Republika Srpska has effectively collapsed following the loss of key communication hubs to Bosnian federal forces. Organized resistance has fragmented into isolated pockets of guerrilla fighters, while the political leadership has fled towards the Serbian border. Bosnia and Herzegovina announces the liberation of the majority of its territory, declaring the entity legally dissolved. However, the influx of refugees into Serbia and the presence of Serbian regular troops on the border suggest the conflict is far from over. Ultimatum issued to Sarajevo. In a dramatic turn of events, the Serbian government has issued a final ultimatum to Bosnia and Herzegovina, demanding an immediate ceasefire and the withdrawal of all federal forces from formerly Serb-held territories within 48 hours. Failure to comply, Belgrade warns, will result in direct military intervention to protect the Serb people. Tanks are rolling towards the crossing points, and fighter jets are patrolling the airspace. The international community holds its breath as the Balkans teeter on the edge of a major war.